All right, I was getting my hair cut. The lady cutting my hair, guess what? She wanted to sell on Amazon. Wow, what a surprise. No, almost anytime I talk to somebody, most people want to do something. They sold on eBay, they sold something, their cousin sells on Amazon, their cousin does money on eBay, or their friend, or their something. It's all over the place. But the question that this lady had was, which product do I get? What product should I do? So I went to my office and I go, I'm going to find a product to show on the video. I went in, oh, stapler, boom, here, stapler. This stapler, I guarantee you right now, I guarantee you, it'll be a fantastic product to sell online. Literally, it doesn't require too much thinking. And I'm going to contradict myself here a couple times, okay? I know a person who will do a lot, many millions every single month this year. And the way that they got started was they went to somebody who was selling on Amazon and said, what product should I do? And they said, this product. And then said, okay, good. That was their product selection. And now they're like killing it, like doing amazing, okay? Was that the best product? Probably, maybe, but maybe not. But the point was the person got it and then did it. So this product, I guarantee you right now, if you get a stapler, I'm literally saying a stapler, not like you literally get a stapler like this. This one says Swing Line, okay? Guess it's like a big brand, probably a big company. It says it's in Lincolnshire, Illinois, okay? Made in China. Model 444. Okay, so if you made a stapler just like this, I guarantee you that if you find a supplier that can make them, okay, in China direct, you find that person, you probably will be able to sell this product cheaper than this company. And thus, you can bring value to customers buying it, okay? And there you go. That's a product. If it was as simple as that, you got started with this and you did no more product research, that will be a good choice because you're going to learn Amazon. You're going to learn what is Seller Central, what is all these things. And so in 2020, picking a product right now is about you learning how to sell, learning how to talk to the suppliers, right? When I started, I had a product and yes, I pretty much got ripped off, okay? I paid another like 30% more than I'm paying now for the product, but who cares? It was actually more, right? That was on the reorders. The first order, I probably paid another 50% more than I'm paying now for the same product, okay? And it's not because my volume went up, it was because I was being sold by a third-party company who basically just bought and resold in China. So just how we do that here, someone will buy some sneakers and then sell them higher. In China, they do the same thing with the factories. The factory has this product, they'll market on Alibaba, and they'll sell you the thing 30% higher, 40% higher, 50% higher. So you just need to get a product, right? When I got mine, I did do some research. I did pick 20, and I kind of saw which one I thought was the best. Go down to 3, go down to 1, whatever. Yes, I looked at more than one. That probably is a good idea. But if you're going to spend too much time and be like the lady who cut my hair and say, oh, wow, I wanted to get into it, 6 years ago, and then this happened. I don't know what product to pick, and da-da-da. If you are going to not pick, like if you're not going to go through the process of some process, the best process is pick any product and make it. Anything you can afford. If you can spend $1,000, get a product, 300 units, $3 each, boom, $900. Well, then you need shipping, so maybe a little bit more than that. But if you got to start with anything, that is a learning platform. A lot of people, if you listen to some podcasts that people talk, a lot of them don't sell the same product that they first started selling. But now they're still multi-million, tens of millions of dollars of sales, whether they're, kind of a service provider, software provider, managed stuff, like they manage your Amazon, they manage your ads. A lot of these kinds of people, their first product, they're not selling it now. But what mattered is they got in the door, and you have to try something. So the best product research strategy, I'm telling you right now, is get started, put something up, okay? Because there's another thing, like this stapler, for example. People are like, well, there's so many staplers out there. Okay. You don't need to be the number 1 stapler to make money. If you're the number 10 stapler, you're still going to make a lot of money. If you're the number 20 stapler, you'll still make some money. And you're going to learn. And then what happens is, then what if you do, once you talk to the factory and you're in touch with them, if you saw anything, you can get their new models. A lot of times you can take those factories, they're innovating actually, and they find different models and make new things. A lot of times, the bigger clients will not take them, especially if they're in retail and all these different things, because it's like a new untried thing and it's a big process and it's a big company. You just take one product, you add it to the line, see what happens, right? You see what happens. Like there was this, I guess I'm not going to go into it, but it's like a novelty item. Factory had it. I didn't buy it because I thought, it's kind of cheap. I don't know if it's going to be good. Then I saw it on like Amazon's holiday gift guide because it was kind of cute. Okay. The point is, you need to get in the game. More than like picking the right product. If you pick a product, it is not the right product, but that was a good choice for you anyway because you learned. Don't spend money. Don't like spend your mortgage or your house on a new product. But like, okay, if you didn't drink Starbucks every day and you save up for a month, you have enough for one product to start. Okay, a 50, 200 units of something, right? That's all you have to do. Save a little bit of money, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever. Maybe not a little amount of money, but that's how much money you need approximately, something like that. And just get started with something. Get it in. Do some sort of training. There's a bajillion YouTube videos out there. But pick a product, then figure it out. And right now, by the way, we've launched, I want to say 300 products this year. Some of them are good and some of them are not doing well, right? We've had at least it's funny. One of them we almost discontinued and now is selling like $4,000 to $5,000 a day. I want to say, we almost discontinued it because I thought it was a failure. But somehow it picked up. We were trying to liquidate it and it became good. So even though I thought it was bad, it ended up being good. So sometimes you just can't give up too quickly. But get a product out there, put it on there. Let's say, okay, us in our company, I believe we'll have a success rate of over 80% in terms of profitability of products. Now, it's hard to calculate that number because, like I said, one product we're almost going to discontinue it. That was bad. But then after some time, then it became profitable. So there's a time range. And I'll have to figure out the exact number. It's like maybe after 6 months of launching, what's profitable. But I believe it's above 80%. Now, if you are terrible at it, let's say you're going to get 30% of the products to be profitable. Well, that means if you launch 3 or 4, one of them will be profitable. And you know what? It will be worth it. It will be worth it. And honestly, like some of the products we're doing, it's because we're taking risks. We're going after very high competitive products. If we were like, I want one that's going to really just work, we'd probably have a bigger success rate than we have now. Or let's, my first product did do well and it's still doing well. Right now it's our maybe 3rd or 4th best-selling product. My point, okay? What do you call it? The bottom line. There we go. The bottom line. Get any product. You get this, I don't know, a ring, a shaver. Don't do shirts. Though there are some things that you probably shouldn't do, okay? Let me go into those. Do not do clothing. Don't do anything that's extremely complicated for your first product, right? That has a lot of moving pieces. Don't do a camera. Don't do a computer. Mouse, I mean, I guess you could do like a mouse, but try to stay away from like things that are complicated as a first step. Do something simple. Do something where you are happy, not happy, but you would be okay with losing that money, okay? I know one person who bought a full container of like one thing and it was $100,000 and it was all gone. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. And especially not because you think you're going to fail, but with that big loss, then they gave up and they stopped trying to sell on Amazon. If you have a loss of like $2,000, well, you can continue because maybe your initial budget is, let's say, $10,000. Okay, do $1,000, fail on that. Do another $1,000, see if you fail at that. And keep going. You still have more chances. If you do one big order because you're so confident and so whatever, then you lose that money. You're like, well, I'm not going to lose another $100,000. Okay, so don't do that. But stay away from clothing. I would probably stay away from anything like jewelry. Anything, there's a lot of, and one of my podcast episodes, there was a person who started with jewelry, and there's a lot of like certifications and like, is it really silver and all this different stuff and things like that. Probably you don't want to do supplements. Supplements is extremely competitive. I would probably not do supplements unless you have a very special supplement that nobody else has. Those are probably the things I would stay away from. Anything complicated, anything extremely expensive. Probably things that have that are very, very heavy or very bulky, because you're going to have a good supply chain for that to do that well. So do simple things, the things you should do. Probably something that's relatively simple. Has like one function. It does one thing, okay? those are probably good products that you want to do. Somewhat low price products. And if you keep with those parameters, try anything. I'm looking around the room here. It could be anything. A mic stand, okay, a camera stand, okay, lights. Lights would be, I would probably do lights if it was a simple one, right? I wouldn't do maybe like super professional lights, but maybe something more simple, like a lamp maybe. That could be a product, because like home decor is a very good product. Routers. Maybe. I mean, if you know about routers and you can make sure you get a good one, I would do that too. But you'd have to check it. I'm not very good with routers, even though I'm a computer person. I'm more like software. Like, if you can't make sure that it's a good product, you probably shouldn't do it. You know, let me see. Television. Don't do television. Like, it's super duper expensive. Customer service is going to be crazy. And it's led by big brands. So don't do that kind of thing. Cables are perfect. Cables are very simple. Just one thing. Extension cord things. That was probably a good idea. I don't know, some sort of paint. Like this thing has paint on it. Paint would probably not be a bad idea. You need to look at these markets, but paint does one thing, it paints. You know what I mean? Like, it goes in the thing. Like, it's pretty simple. Stool. Stool does one thing. It's probably pretty, I would probably do a smaller stool than a bigger stool. Chairs. Chairs get a little bit complicated, but maybe you could do other things in the chair. So maybe you could do like screws, okay, that you put them together, or like tools. Anyway, I'm just going through, I'm literally just looking at the room. And if you go to my website, aaroncordovez.com, I have a product sourcing course on there called Pro Sourcing Products. Actually, I'm going to lower the price on that to do a deal for the end of the year. So if you want to check that out, you can go there. But I do there's like maybe 8 different methods of finding products. And in that course, I go over them, and then we'll actually go and I dive deep into the numbers. Okay. You should really do something that you can afford to lose if you lose. And you should do something relatively simple. And then there's a lot of number crunching that you can do. But here's the thing. If you're not going to invest in the course, and you're not going to find a product in that way, not just my course, but anybody's course, you need to be absolutely 100% sure that you do pick a product. Again, if you do a stapler, if you don't know what to do a stapler. Just do it. Or staples. Like staples. Staples could also be good. Just do that and get started. And if you're not going to do your own brand, the other option, you should still get started, but maybe you're going to resell products. Go to the store, just search online, like reselling products on Amazon or something. Follow somebody. They do resell sneakers. You go and buy Nikes that are on like Marshalls or something like that have them discounted. And you sell those and like learn the system. But you need to get started, okay? People sometimes are like, oh, what product do I do? Doesn't matter. Right now, we're going to do like 500 products. Is one the right product? No, there's millions of products on Amazon. Millions, okay? So if there's millions, you just pick one and get started. It might be amazing. It might be bad. But it doesn't matter. If you get started, you are ahead of the vast majority of the population. Do a stapler. Do staples. Whatever. I didn't even look at this market. But for me, like if I'm giving advice, you're getting started. If you do a stapler, you're better off than doing absolutely nothing. That's my advice for 2020. Get started. Get a product up. Get a product ordered now. Get it into Amazon. Learn the platform. You know, go to my channel. I have more videos. I do some product sourcing live. I also have some glossaries to check out the nomenclature, like what are the words used in this system. Become a professional. And listen, if you're going to be an NBA player, you're going to play with your friends in your backyard first, okay? You're going to play, or an NFL player, you're going to play in middle school. You're going to play in high school. You're going to play maybe in college. You're going to play on the weekends. You're going to play at the freaking YMCA in your corner. You're going to do whatever, okay? Whatever it is, but you need to get started somewhere, okay? If you're going to expect that you need to pick the right product that's going to make $1 million, that's the wrong viewpoint, okay? Or let's say what could be more helpful. Let's say rather than that being wrong, hey, your first product could make $1 million, right? Mine has definitely sold over $1 million. But that was luck, okay? But I got started. That is the most important thing. You get started somewhere, because your first game will probably be bad. That product did not sell. Like in the first day, the first week, I might have sold 5 units or something like that on my first product. I was super excited. The first sale I made that wasn't like my own round, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So realize you're not going to be good at the beginning, but that's okay. You're going to learn. If there's a saying, I forgot who said it. The person says, I never lose. I either win or I learn, okay? So if you don't sell good, then you're going to learn, you're going to see what happened. You never lose. You either win or you learn. So if you do the product, you are going to learn something. Okay, and if you do that, then you're going to continue to succeed, keep learning, and then you'll win, you'll learn, you'll win, you'll learn, and then you're well on your way to be one of the... I still think we're pioneers in the, let's say, e-commerce world. This is pioneers. This is like the beginning. We're not yet at like delivering drones or doing all sorts of crazy stuff. You have a chance to be a pioneer right now, developing products that will help somebody. There is... Oh, you know what's another thing? I wanted to bring this up actually when I started the podcast and I forgot about it. So before I close... You are going to be able to innovate more than some of these bigger companies, okay? Unless you're talking about like Apple that like obviously has probably like 1,000 staff on one part of a computer. Most companies, let's say the stapler company, this is the same stapler they were selling 10 years ago, okay? They might change a little tiny thing. But if you are the creator of the stapler, you get the reviews, you're going to be able to make these changes probably better than anybody else. You are going to be able to invest, let's say, in a red stapler. There's probably very little people doing a red stapler. You know why? Because in the stores, they have these humongous orders and they have limited shelf space. These are the staplers and that's all they have for the staplers. Online, you have unlimited shelf space. So you could just add the red one and offer it to your customers. Other bigger companies are not going to be able to do that. So you have the advantage of being a small company to be able to put your creativity into these products. You can maybe do a licensing deal and put like a character on there. You can maybe make a mini one. Or maybe make a massive one. Maybe you could make the colored staplers, color staples. You could do them gold. You could do them rainbow. You could do green. You know, that could be a way you sell. These are things that some of these bigger companies will not do. So, there you go. You have an opportunity to build a brand and sell on Amazon, just like millions of people have done. There was an article that came out just recently in Europe, not even in the US. In Europe, there was 7,500 people in Europe that are selling over $1 million on Amazon. I think the US figure was much larger, maybe 40,000 or 60,000. That's a lot of people selling over $1 million. So Amazon is helping create millionaires all over the place. Yes, you could say that they're taking it away from brick and mortar stores. Okay, that might be the case. But don't get left behind. If you have a store, well, move it online. Do both. Okay, if you don't have a store, well, move your stuff online because there's huge opportunity. There's a lot in the future that you're going to be able to do. So sell staplers, sell stools, sell anything. But get started. Learn Amazon. Build on your skill to find products, to sell products. And if you build that skill, it is inevitable that you're going to succeed in this new digital age. Thanks, guys.